All right, so about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we had gone in here, picked this new plot over, threw some of the bigger stuff into some piles, threw them off to the side, and then bush hog. This is a clear cut again from about 3.5 years ago, and this is an oak top. These oaks have been growing here. Some of those oaks, I'm sure, about probably in the 70 to 90-year-old range. Some of them in the 40 to 60-year-old range. But last time this place was cut back in the 90s, I was thinking early 90s, they were left, and so I was wanting to try to improve the habitat because of the amount of area that's going to be planted pine. And so when those pines get to be about 6 years old, the food's going to be drastically reduced in this area. So we already had a little bit of plot here, so we added about 3/4 acres. So now we got about an acre plot. We planted, and you can tell it's still kind of rough because even after we followed the bush hogging up with a grinder, and then we came in here and plowed it, and just still have a little bit of sticks in certain areas. We're gonna burn these piles, just to burn the rest of the debris pile there off, and then we'll pick through some of the bigger stuff, and it'll get bush hogged and plowed one more time. In the fall, we'll probably follow up. We'll plant a mixture of stuff, but we'll probably go heavy with some clover, some white clover, some Durana clover, and with some other mixture, but heavy on Durana clover, because I'm probably going to turn this into a clover plot where we don't have to keep coming back and plowing. I'm trying to go to more of a no-till type of food plot system, but in this area being a little more hilly, I want to try to reduce the erosion and try to maintain the soil. So because we got a pretty good soil base here, we got a pretty good topsoil, as you can tell. Kind of a good sandy loam on top of this red clay, because underneath here, when you get down about 5-6 inches, it turns to red clay, and I want to maintain that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna. My son brought me a big stick, so he thinks I'm Theodore Roosevelt. So I want to try to maintain that, so that's why I want to try to do as little as plowing as we have to. Right now we're going to plow it just to try to break up some of these remaining logs that are buried under here, and just kind of get it cultivated a little bit for the top, a couple inches, and then bush hog again in the fall. But after that, we may not plow again for a while. And if we get a clover plot started here, perennial clover plot, we'll probably just try to maintain that for a few years. So this is our improving the habitat here on this oak ridge. If you can tell, there's a lot of rocks in the distance, so we only got so much topsoil here, but I think it's enough to do some good growing. It's good sandy loam. We'll get some more soil tests and get the pH and some of the nutrients where we want it, and see if we can go to more of a low impact as far as no-till type of food plot system to kind of complement all the acorns will be falling down in the fall and kind of give us a double whammy. So thank you for joining me.